Back to high level running. Today I'm talking about how to properly warm up your body before you start your run, and I'm going to show you a couple different exercises that you can do before you run. So warming up is extremely important before you start your run. So what I mean by warming up is really getting that blood pumping, that blood flowing throughout your whole body, opening up your lungs, your diaphragm, deep breaths. That's what you really got to start getting your body acclimated before you run. Stretching is good, but it also needs to be incorporated with a lot of dynamic movements. So what I mean by dynamic movements is just active movements. So either side steps. This is one thing that you can do to help incorporate that blood flow. You don't want to just sit and stretch because you're pretty much just stretching cold muscles, and that's just not the best way to go about it. So different knee lifts can also help. And then later on in the video, I'll show you other exercises that you can use to get your body warmed up. Okay, so first, let me talk to you about why it's important to have the proper warm-up before you start your run or your exercise. So pretty much the biggest reason is just to prevent injury. A lot of people go out and just start exercising or running when they're cold. Your muscles don't have time to acclimate. You don't have blood flowing. Your muscles are still tight. And you're trying to force your muscles to do something they're not ready for. So that just gives you a big increase or chance to get injured, right? And so in order for that not to happen, you have to have a proper warm-up to get that body and blood moving throughout your body. So when you start doing your dynamic movements, it doesn't have to be anything that's crazy or extreme or jumping off the walls or anything like that. I just want to keep subtle movements. Again, your body's cold, so you got to warm it up. So for example, before I go on my run, I do something simple as this, just a lateral lunge. So just step to the side, slight bend in the knee. It doesn't have to be too low, come right back up. And remember, you also want to get both sides. So you're going to go left side, go back, slight bend, and come back up. Just simple. So you just kind of get a rhythm, left, and just simple. So something like that is just as simple. You're not overexerting yourself. Remember, because your body is cold again. So you just want to have that simple warm up and start building that blood throughout your body. So also you can go a forward lunge, a slight forward lunge and backwards. So a slight step forward, hands on the hips. Something you don't have to get too deep, just easy. And warm-ups like these are very simple. You're not overexerting, but it starts to move blood throughout your body. And that's what we're trying to do. Okay, so I'll show you a couple of dynamic or warm-up drills that you can do to kind of get that blood pumping. Now it's going to work different parts of your lower legs and upper body. So first, if you want to do something with your ankles, something a little more dynamic than just standing and stretching like this, you can actually just kind of simple rock up to your toes. That's it, just maybe 10, 15, at most 20 reps. These kind of just get up there. That kind of works your ankles a little bit. And so something simple, but it kind of works your calves and it gets some blood flowing down to your lower part of your leg. So another one, it looks silly, but it's very efficient workout, is to get your knees, right? A lot of people have knee problems because you want to properly warm your knees up before you get on your run. So you can kind of simple rotation motion. This, I know it looks silly, but it's actually a very good workout. A lot of people do this, and then you want to go the opposite direction. The simple motion, simple rotation. Make sure you get kind of 360 it. That's another good one for your knees. Okay, so another couple exercises you can do is leg swings. So you can just find anything like the fence, right? Come over here and simple leg swings, right? Trying to get that leg up, almost trying to get it parallel with your hips. Come up, reach out a little bit. You don't have to overextend. You don't have to have a large kickback. The simple leg swings, you don't have to try to kick above your head. Just simple, reach out and do it that way. Then make sure you get the other leg. When you're doing your warm-ups, you want to make sure you're doing an even amount for both sides. Okay, so another good dynamic movement is knee lifts. So you just pull your knee up, kind of pull it to your chest a little bit. You don't want to pull it all the way to your chest, throw yourself off balance. So just kind of pull it up a little bit, keeping your toes up, pulling up, and that's it. Simple pull, slight pull, come up. So that's a great just get every part of your legs. So just keep 5 reps, maintaining your balance. So that's another good dynamic exercise to do before you do it on your run. And so I already went over this earlier, but we can do another, again, a lateral lunge. And so here, side step, not trying to get over your knees. You don't have to bend too much. Just kind of taking a step out, taking a step out, and just simply lunging with it. 5 to 10 each side, you'll be good to go. And then you kind of just roll into your next exercise. So this, or that way, you can keep your heart rate up. Start to break a small sweat, kind of really working them joints, working your muscles, getting a little bit of loose, and just keep going. And then there you go. It's kind of simple, kind of get your blood pumping, kind of open up your lungs and your diaphragm a little bit. And so that would be a good way to start your run off. So after you get done with your dynamic movements, you have a little sweat build up, your body's a little bit warm, then you can start to stretch, right? So common stretch, most people try to reach for the toes. So when you bend over, bending at your hips, keeping your legs straight with a slight knee bend, reaching over. This is as far as you can get, that's fine. So you want to, wherever you feel that tension at, that's where you want to stay. You'll stay there for about 3 to 4 seconds, and as your muscles release, you can slowly keep bending a little bit more. So 3 to 4 seconds, reach a little bit more. 3 to 4 seconds, reach a little bit more, and then come back up. And so about 14 to 15 seconds of stretching is fine again. And then you can try again or do a different stretch. But you don't want to overexert yourself on these stretches or go past that tension point or trying to reach to the max. That's how, again, you can kind of hurt or strain your muscles. So just kind of reach that tension point, relax there 3 to 4 seconds, and you're going to feel your muscles release a little bit. Then you can reach a little bit more. While you're stretching, make sure you're maintaining your breathing. You don't want to hold your breath. So make sure you're focusing on your breathing while you're stretching. That's all I got today. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the drills or exercise I had. You can leave a comment down below. And again, thanks for watching.